Night.
Well, both ends of the floor. Last night it took us a while to find some appropriate tempo. Hopefully, we can jump out the gates tonight and on both ends of the floor play with the tempo. Day two with travel in the RMAC's always tough, and that's typically the number one factor is who's got the most energy left in the tank, and so that'll be big for us. But they're a very dangerous team. Similar to Western in the sense that they got a lot of guys that can shoot it. They play a very high tempo, offensive half court, scheme where they got a lot of different guys that can put the ball in the hole. So we'll have our work cut out for us, and our bigs are going to have to step out and guard the perimeter, and just a lot of different types of matchups tonight. So, but overall, really, it's again, can we get to our tempo and can we sustain it for 40 minutes?
And one of those matchups is against Amir Lopez, right now averaging about 17 points per game. Had the game winner last night against MSU Denver. Really, what is the game plan, or what are the factors going against him?
Yeah, he's a good ball player. I mean, we had them at home. I think that was last year, and then he put the team on his back, and they ran high ball screen for him. I felt like 20 times in a row, and I think he scored on 18 of them. So we know he's a good ball player, and he certainly can beat you going to the rim, but then he beat Metro at the three-point line. So he's a guy you got to guard with a handful of different looks and with some different bodies, and just, again, try to make things difficult as possible. And the Davis kid can really shoot the lights out. We got to make sure we're getting a hand up on him. And they just got a handful of weapons, not just Lopez. And so, good collective team defense, and hopefully we'll be able to at least make things difficult.
And after last night against Western State, a little bit of a close one there, a tale of two halves like we talked about last night. But really, what's going to be the factor coming out of this game and coming out with a lot of energy and momentum?
Well, I had a hunch that would be a difficult game for us last night just because they're a good team. They play so much better at home. And, with the way they shoot it, they're never out of a ball game. So, I think carry over from that, I think it's always good to win and that feeling that, hey, we can get down and we know we're not out, and we just have to keep not trying to hit the 9-point shots and stick to our foundation offense and defense and what works for us, and focus on that, and not get caught up too much in the crowd or what they're doing. And so, if we can focus on that and come out with the good energy level, the good focus levels on both ends of the floor, I think we'll be all right.
And Justin Smith and Elijah Ross had a big game last night. Seems like they're having this little bit of that 1-2 combo with the pick and roll. Has that really been the biggest factor on the offensive side, or is it just trying to get everyone open and go inside out?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our motion is predicated on, a few things, but our ball handlers' assist-to-turnover ratio is absolutely huge, and it always starts with your point guard, and Elijah's handling most of the minutes at the point for us. So when he's got a good assist-turnover ratio on a game, and when he's also aggressive with his shot and making his shot, that's a dangerous combination. It's a good combination for us offensively. And then when we can get scoring out of our 4 spot, I know I've talked about that before, but between Justin and Blend, and some Jeff, but primarily Justin and Blend holding down the minutes at the 4, when we can score out of that spot in our motion, it really helps things click. And so, Justin did some great things going to the rim. Blend hit some good big shots for us as well. And when we have some of that, as you mentioned, sort of a 1-2 punch where, Elijah's finding Justin at the rim, and then when Justin's hitting his shot as well, those things can really help that motion click and make us difficult to guard.
And just looking at tonight, trying to go 2-0 on the weekend on the road, a tough thing to do in the RMAC, but what's going to be the biggest factor, or one or two factors for tonight? And, offensively and defensively, you guys like to run in transition. How do you guys get that going in, another opponent's gym?
Yeah, I think our bench is going to be huge tonight, actually. I think, anytime you're on a back-to-back and your starters log some good minutes on day one, you always really look for your bench to be able to come up with some big minutes and give you some good action throughout the game. So we're hoping for that tonight, and we've got some good talent coming off the bench, and a lot of it. So if we can get some good minutes both ends of the floor from our bench tonight and give our starters a little bit of a break and the ability to be a little bit more balanced throughout, our top 8, 9, 10 guys, and I think that we're going to be, we'll have success.
Well, there you have it. Head Coach Jeff Culver of your UCCS men's basketball team taking on Colorado Mesa tonight. Coach, good luck.
Thank you.